Well, I don't know if your ear is close enough to the ground to figure out what's going on with food in our country right now, but we're generating, it seems to be, a new group of boutique farmers, young people that want to go back and be farmers of all things, and it's not the old kind of farming, like where you get 500 acres and you sit in a tractor all day and things like that. No, there's neat jobs and neat opportunities and really free land even to do things like this. And so many young people, I mean, there's programs now at federal level, some of it, state level, county level. Like our county even has a program where they give you land to young farmers, people that are thinking, hey, I think I'd like to do that, as maybe even as a career. So you could do it part-time until you really feel that you want to do it. And they give you land, and then you could work out a deal long-term to get the land and all this kind of stuff. Plus, besides getting the land for free, no, this is like the Old West, you get land if you go out and farm it. But you also get expertise. They give you all the help. People know really how to do this, and an existing farmer, somebody who's doing it. And actually, there's a video in the next interview of these. There's a young woman who just out of school, and she says, yeah, she wants to, plant fruits and vegetables and make a living and sell them to the farmers markets and things like that. And actually there's a restaurateur, a guy who owns restaurants, wants to start a small farm to grow fruits and vegetables and things like that, to have fresh food for the local restaurants. See, that's what's happening in our country now. We finally figured out it makes no sense at all to put food on a truck in California and drive it 3,000 miles for the people on the East Coast to eat it. Oh, that's crazy. We're wasting energy, money, and all that kind of, and it tastes like hell too. So if you grow it locally, that's what's available. And that's what's growing now as an opportunity for young people. Actually, the interview here is a young guy whose family was in the business, and he went to college off and then went to work for somebody, and he sat in some cubicle or something. This is crazy. I'm not going to sit in this place all day. And he had to go back and work on his family farm, and they have what they call an agritainment business, where they entertain people. And like even in Virginia, they consider this a whole new industry, where people come and pick their fresh fruits and vegetables and berries and stuff like that, or pumpkins or Christmas trees. You get hay rides and all that kind of stuff. And they also provide fresh fruits and vegetables and other things to farmers markets. I mean, farmers market is just booming in our society, and it's a fun living, and you'll always be able to eat, right? Food on your table, because you'll learn how to grow it. And what could be better than that? So watch this and pay attention to what's going on in our country now, about this new way of farming. I mean, the average farmer in our country is 56 years old. All these old farts are going to be dying, but because they're in a different industry, to tell you the truth, I think this new industry is exciting. It's exciting for young people, and and energy saving and organic and all these kinds of things. This is for more boutique kind of farming. So take a look. Well, Tyler Butler, man, with Butler's Orchard. And I know Butler's Orchard for 20 years, maybe 30 years, because my little kids, we used to take our little kids and go up to your place and pick strawberries and blueberries and even Christmas trees one year. Man, so you found a way to make money, you and your family really, out of farming, but you call it agritainment, don't you? So you entertain people down on the farm and make it an experience. But more importantly, you're a young person and really love the agriculture business, the farmer's business.
That's correct.
And you're trying to promote more young people to get into the farming business.
Exactly. Farmers, the average farmer's age in the country is 56, and
wow,
we need some youth out there, and that's where I come in and try to bring a lot of youth to the farming industry.
Well, I think that we as a country are starting to see the need for that. I mean, the growth in like farmers markets, I mean, is just exploding. Restaurants want all local food. So now hip young people like you can go out near the suburbs and start growing stuff and selling it locally and have real good stuff. And people are doing that, aren't they?
It's such a great movement. We've seen this organic movement, and now we're seeing this local movement where people they want to buy local, whether it's farm products or other products. People really want to know who their farmer is. They want to know where their food's coming from. Our job at our farm is to connect the general public with their food. And what's better than me grow it and have other people pick it for you and then pay it for you. So that's great.
It beats getting a coat and tie and going down and sitting in an office cubicle, isn't it? But also you said it was interesting, before we went on there, you said you couldn't sit in one of these big combines and do 500 acres of wheat or whatever the hell it is all day either, could you?
Yeah, and so what I love most about my farm and the future that I have in my business is that we're growing over 20 different varieties of crops, and we're inviting people to our farm, and so we're not only just growing a crop and selling it wholesale, we're interacting with the public every day. We're giving them tractor rides, trolley rides. We're creating an experience. Wow. Yeah, so it's an experience for all families and really connecting all different age groups to where their food's coming from. And so for us, I love this job and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And actually, my son is like 32 or something like that, out in Northern California. He's an engineer trained, an IT guy, but he's organic farming out there. He just loves it, doing that kind of stuff.
People love gardening. They love growing their own food, and it's addicting, and it's really great that it's catching on.
But now this program in our county where you and I live, Montgomery County, Maryland, we have something called the New Farmer Pilot Project. Now, so this is helping like young people like who aren't you and say, hey, I want to grow food. How do I do it? I don't have much money. This solves the problem for them, doesn't it?
It's right. It's a great program. The Department of Economic Development in our county came to us and wanted to know if we would be interested in mentoring a new farmer. And so these new farmers are just people interested in agriculture. They have no land, they have no ability, they have a little farming background, but they have this passion to grow fruit and grow crops and really produce something that eventually could be a business for them. So the New Farmer Pilot program is great in that it connects all different parts that would of a company to really make this person successful. So we're happy to be a mentor for our gentleman. His name is Charles, and he wants to be a persimmon farmer.
Wow.
So you know what? We're going to help him grow persimmons and do the best we can.
So in other words, he doesn't have to pay for your expertise. He gets your expertise for free, right?
That's right. So this program, it really makes it easy for a lot of people.
Right.
There is some money that is used to keep the program going and keep people interested and help them get off their feet. And at this point, we're just communicating. It's all about connecting and bouncing ideas off of each other, and that's really all farming is.
But more importantly, land is required for filming. So, I mean, the fellow you're mentoring, he still has a full-time job in some hot building somewhere, right? And he's doing this part-time, but he got the land through this program too, right?
Right, and that's the biggest thing for all these farmers. I'm lucky enough to have a family farm to come back to, but I know there are so many young farmers out there that don't have the ability that I had. And so that's why I'm very passionate about this program along with other groups, is that all these young farmers with lots of passion, they have nowhere to turn to. They have no land, and land in Montgomery County where we live is I think is so expensive. So it's such a great program because it connects these new farmers, these growers with this passion to this farmland and this land, and these landowners are great people that really want to do something else with their land. For right now, a lot of these landowners just lease it out to big grain operations because they don't know what else to do with it. They really connect. They have something invested in this new farmer, and they really find a great joy in that.
So I get one of the other people in this program is like a chef who said, I want to grow food instead. So they found him a land somewhere to grow his fresh fruit and vegetables that he's going to sell to local restaurants, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's better for a restaurant or a chef? You know, you have a chef that's passionate about his food, and he can tell you where he gets it from because he helped pick it himself. I mean, that's the direction this area is going in, and I think it's going to spread like wildfire.
No, I mean, you know, Bethesda Row restaurants, I mean, I see signs in their windows there, all fruit and vegetables local, you know, and stuff like that. They're bragging that, you know, it's not coming in on a truck from Louisiana or somewhere.
Exactly. It's all about connecting the consumer with the farmer. And as a consumer, we want to know where it's coming from. So it's great marketing on their part, and it helps out the local guys. So it's helping everybody.
Not only that, man, I'm sure you get a better product. You don't have to eat some tomato that's been in a truck for 6 weeks.
And that's exactly right. You got these farmers markets where they're selling their fresh produce from all around. It's
every day. And some areas of the country, they deliver these stuff to you and everything. I mean, this seems like to be a growth industry, local food. Is that the generic term, like the local food movement or something like that? I forget.
Yeah, we just call it the local food movement.
Yeah, local food movement. I'm with you, man. I think that's where it's going. We're all getting fat, right? Relying on this processed food in the supermarkets. Go local, you know, and we get it better, faster, cheaper, and tastier.
And you walk in and you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very, you walk into all these grocery stores now and you see a whole local section, and you would never have seen that, you know.
Oh, no, yeah. Well, they're afraid if they don't do this, you guys are going to put them out of business. That's That's it. And you have, see, besides that local food, I mean, you're really given a farm experience too. So you invented a new kind of business, really. You know, this agritainment business is a whole new industry that your family seems single-handedly to invent in this country. And yours is at Butler's Orchard. Why do I say orchid? That's what I think of flowers. Orchard.com. I mean, you got kids' hay rides and strawberry picking, anything you want. You come out with the kids for a day, and it's just a wonderful experience at your place.
Yeah, I mean, at Butler's Orchard, we have, in our county alone, we have over 1 million people. So
wow.
This county is loaded with people. They're looking to connect. And Butler's has 300 acres, and we, from blueberries and strawberries to blackberries to apples to pumpkins to even cutting your own Christmas tree down. We want you to come out to the farm and get to know your farmer and really enjoy the process while at it.
And now it looks like, man, if you like gardening, man, you could have your own orchard. Anything, with these programs that are popping up all over now. Yeah.
I mean, I would encourage everybody, get with your county executives and get with your county and talk to them about programs for new farmers, because it's
so that's the key, because I know Department of Agriculture even has new farmer loan program if you want to buy land, but even that now they let you use the land for free to do it. So contact your local economic development agency, whatever county you're in, and find out what's local. Or you belong to something called the YoungGrowersAlliance.org. Now that's another just young folks doing this stuff, right?
That's right. At Young Growers Alliance, we just are connecting young growers together, and in the farming business, it's all about connecting and bouncing ideas and learning from each other. And so we even got a group together, and they went to New Zealand to learn about growing different crops. And so not only are we this part of the northeast region of America, but we're spreading to most of the United States, and even more now we're overseas. So it's just wonderful. It's just learning from experience.
Okay, if they want to find you, it's Butler's Orchard, ORCHARD, that one. That's the word I'm trying to say. .com, that's Butler's in front of that. Well, thank you so much, Tyler. You're a delight, and thank you and your family for being an institution in Montgomery County, Maryland, and giving us all this great food and great times to boot.
No problem. Thanks for talking.
Thank you.